So we went to Prince Rupert, and from there the tar road started again. And I was all the way with like 280 kilometers just forest. And in the middle of it, I had a flat tire. How can it be? And I looked around and I saw something flickering in between the trees. So I walked down there and there was a big sign, tire shop. So I went there and asked for help, and they said, "Yeah, come on, yeah, I picked you. I got a trailer. I picked your bike up." And all what he did is, in the season, in summer season, he was fixing tires for the big wood log trucks. That's all what he did in summertime, and in winter he was somewhere in California or in Florida, taking it easy. So, and we had a wonderful time. He was married to an Indian woman. He didn't treat her very well, as I could see that. And one day he took me on a truck and he said, "Come on, we go in the next town and have a party." So he took me, and I left the dog there, my bike, my trailer, and we went in the big truck. And we got the CB on, and I could talk to my friends in Germany. And it was amazing for me to do something like that. And we had a ball in town. We went from one brothel house in the next one, and we fucked around and we had a fight, and it was just wild and great, and like I liked it at that time. Yeah, and then 2 days later we went back and got on my bike, go further, and yeah, I have to tell you that I came to I don't know anymore the name of the town. It was a little village in the rolling hills, the rolling hills of Canada. They are fantastic. And I went close to the border of the United States because I wanted to go to Sturgis. So I needed petrol in this little village. And when I came to the entrance of the village, my hair in the neck on my arms, it went up. I felt very strange there, very strange. And the wind was strong and hot, and all the spinifex, what you see in the Western movies, they roll over the ground, and there was a dog barking at me and disappearing in between the houses. Behind the window, the curtain were moving, a face were looking and closed the curtain again. And then I went to the petrol station, and the office of the petrol station was just 10 meters away. So I hear people talking loudly and stuff like that. And I was waiting and waiting. Then I beeped the horn, and a guy came out. You couldn't believe what I saw. Yes, blonde hair, blue eyes, spindle thing. He was so thin. He got a head up, and he said, "What you want?" I said, "I need petrol." "How much?" I said, "Till it's full." So he gave me my petrol, and I saw more curtains behind windows moving, door clapping, and strange. It was a strange, very strange feeling. So I went inside that store to pay my bill, and when I stepped in, the conversation of about 15 people stopped immediately when I walked in, and everybody was looking at me. And I looked at these people, and they looked all sick somehow, inbreed. And the one man, he took his head off to greet me. And you know what I saw here? Maggots. Maggots. And I smiled at him, and he smiled back with his rotten black teeth. And you know what I saw? Maggots. Oh, it was an awful feeling. All what I wanted to go quick out of there. So I paid my bill and I pissed off there. I didn't look back. I would not stay there. And I rode and rode and rode to make long distance in between that little village. It was, man, I never had that anywhere in the world. It was a strange, very strange feeling. So I went on met my bike, met my 650 XJ, with shaft drive, and the trailer, and the dog. And no matter where I stopped, the dog was straight away loved from all the children and all the people. And oh, can I touch it? Can I cuddle it? And the dog was human friendly, absolute. And all the dead animals on the road, I picked them up and I gave the dog to eat, and he was happy with that. And we went back in the Jasper Park, Jasper National Park, and we camped there. And I had the little dog in my tent as well, and certainly it started growling, worse and worse. And I thought, "Fuck, what happened?" And I opened the zipper, and there was a black bear on my bike, sniffling on my bike bags, because I had food in there and stuff like that. So, and the dog went crazy. He went nuts. So I shut his mouth. I squeezed his mouth so he couldn't growl and stuff like that. But he is getting wild. His hair went up and he wanted to fight that little thing. So I put the dog in the tent and closed the zipper, and I went outside and I talked to that bear in East Frisian language, Plattdeutsch. And I talked to him very calm, and I welcomed him, and I said, "Sorry to disturb you here in your nature. It is your place, I know. But please don't do me any harm." And he looked at me and he growled a bit, and then he went off. And I followed him, making photos. And he was walking on all four, all four legs. And then certainly he went up on a tree, scratching. And then I saw how tall this bear was. And I stepped back slowly. It was frightening because he was so enormously big. But when he was on his paws, it was maybe 80 centimeters, 90 centimeters, no more. So that was a big experience. So me and my dog, we rode the bike, and we made 28,000 kilometers in Canada and in Alaska, of course. I rode all the paved roads in Alaska, all of them, and many hundreds and hundreds of kilometers dirt road all over the place. Very, very friendly people. I was invited to bike meetings and bike rallies, and I was in the middle of everywhere, and they liked me a lot, and we had a lot of fun. Back to Toronto, I visit an East Frisian immigrant. They immigrated from East Frisia in Germany to Canada because in Friesland they couldn't make it over there. They had to pay the rent for that farm, and it was too much, and they just were suffering all the time. So one day they decided, no, we're moving out here. We go to Canada because over there it's a better life. And when they sold their machinery and all their animals, they had the amount of money to buy a big farm, including the machinery and the animals, to buy it for cash. So they paid it off, and it was done. And they had a good life. So I visit them, and we drink the Friesisch tea, and I helped on the farm. I done a lot of tractor work and get the harvest in and stuff like that. And then the day came where I had to go on the plane back. It was 6 months later, when I came. I was there 6 months. And Gila, my girlfriend, as well. We had the same day fly back. So I went to the airport to the cargo, and I asked them, "Can you have a look at the bike? Do I have to wash it or clean it before you take it in?" And all what I wanted to do is that he sees the trailer. And a German friend, he sent me a number plate. Meanwhile, I was on the road with the same number as the number plate is on my bike. And that number plate, that bike number, that license number was on the ticket. So I showed him my ticket and I said, "Come outside and have a look." So he went around and he accepted the trailer. So that I was very happy. He didn't say anything about the trailer. So I tricked him. And then I said to him, I have a little problem. I have a dog, and you have to take the dog. And he said, no, you have to go and buy a ticket for the dog and buy a plane, plane dog cage, what is accepted on the plane. So I went there and they wanted like $500 for it. I didn't have that money. I was broke completely. I had a few bucks left in my pocket. So I was again to that cargo and I talked to that Indian guy and I brought him a bottle of whiskey and I gave him some cigarettes. And I said, please, you have to take the dog. And he said, no, I can't. I said, you have to smuggle it in. And no, he didn't want. So I went back to the farm, put the dog in the trailer, and I went back again. And I said, come on, have a look. And what now? What now? He said. I said, have a look. And I showed him my dog. And he said, oh, what a cute, what a beautiful dog. It's amazing and blah, blah, blah. So I grabbed the dog and I had a big knife, a Bowie knife, on my side. I grabbed the knife out of the shaft and I put the knife on the neck of the dog and I squeezed him with my finger so he starts squeaking. And that guy was thinking I killed a dog. I said, I kill it. When you don't take it, I kill the dog. And he said, no, 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 it's okay, I take it. I smuggle it in for you in the plane. So he did. And I met Gila, my girlfriend, of course, and we had a lot to talk. And she had a beautiful ride on her own, her way, and I had mine, and there were no bad words or anything. So we landed in Frankfurt, and the roundabouts where all the suitcases come, and hundreds of people were waiting there for their suitcases, and in all that talking, it was loud. I hear this, woo, 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 and that was my dog. So I pushed the people away. I pushed them away. I went right to that circle, and there was the box, the cage with my dog. So I ripped the wire off, bleeding. I got my dog, and my dog, he licked me and licked me. He was pissing on me, and I had a big jacket, belt stuff jacket, and I put him under the jacket and put the zipper up. Went with my passport to the customs. Anything to the clear? No. And when I went into Germany. I went to the cargo. I got my bike and the trailer, and I put my dog in, and I rode 420 kilometers home with my dog to the East Frisian part where I be born and where my parents live, and that was the whole trip. I hope you like my story. I didn't lie, it is as it was, and as I see it today, of course. I hope you enjoyed it really and have another look at these beautiful mountains. Eh? Yesterday it was misty, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. And look at it now today, and it's changing all the time, all the time. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Give me a like, give me a ding dong, and share, subscribe, tell friends there is a guy who got something to say. And yeah, I will now working more on my leather vest, what will be a fantastic piece of art. Thank you for these people here. They teach me, they show me, they got a lot of patience with me. And okay, then, have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye bye.